Hello everyone, and welcome to my General Hospital official channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. The General Hospital spoilers for Tuesday, October 22nd, show that Rick Lansing held a strategy session with Ava Jerome and admitted he would not have taken her case if he believed she was guilty. Rick intended to take Ava on as a client to assist Molly Lansing Davis, except that Christina Corinthos Davis' fall was unintentional. Ava looked moved by Rick's faith in her and referred to him as a nice father before he stepped away for a phone conversation. Rick reappeared moments later, appearing uncomfortable, and informed Ava that he needed to leave. Ava invited Nina Reeves to join her for a drink, and Nina quickly picked up on Ava's romantic feelings for Rick based on their chat. Nina believed Rick was just concerned with money and himself, therefore she predicted that if Ava went down this path, things would end badly. At GH, Rick updated Elizabeth Baldwin on the judge's decision to vacate Heather Weber's sentence and release her tomorrow. Rick expected Heather to be relocated to a low-security institution or something similar, but her imminent release surprised him. Although Rick no longer saw Heather as a threat, he recognized that her victims might feel differently. Liz encouraged Rick to go to the Savoy, which was hosting Marshall Ashford's tour send-off party. Since Heather was about to be released from prison, Elizabeth requested that Portia Robinson and the others be notified. Curtis Ashford gave a speech at the Savoy in which he praised Marshall. Portia, Stella Henry, Jocelyn Jacks, Dex Heller, Trina Robinson, Giovanni Gio Palmieri, Molly, and TJ Ashford were all present. TJ advised Molly to go see Sam McCall before her surgery if that was what she wanted. Molly didn't think Sam wanted to see her, so she decided to stay and attend Marshall's party instead. Marshall was glad to see Molly and TJ out, but Molly withdrew her hand away from TJ, indicating that she was still reluctant to move forward with him. Although Marshall emphasized that TJ and Molly may still be terrific parents one day, Molly became emotional and had to excuse herself. Later, Rick arrived with news about Heather Weber, and Portia angrily drew everyone's attention to the announcement. Rick acknowledged that the judge ruled in Heather's favor and annulled her sentence, making her a free woman beginning tomorrow. Dante Falconeri informed Sonny Corinthos in his office that Sam McCall was a surprising donor match, but he remained concerned that Lulu Spencer might not survive the surgery. Sonny encouraged Dante to be optimistic about Lulu's chances and listen to him gush about how much Sam meant to him. Felicia Scorpio appeared in Sam's hospital room as both a patient advocate and a friend. Maxie Jones and Damian Spinelli also paid Sam a visit with balloons to thank him for saving Lulu. Sam urged Maxie to intervene if her sisters showed up, and Maxie maintained she could handle it. Lucas Jones eventually spoke with Sam about the surgery, which he couldn't conduct because they were family members and it violated hospital protocol. Sam objected because she trusted Lucas the most, but he agreed to do it anyway and was convinced they could work around the rules if she signed some disclaimers. Dante eventually arrived to meet Sam, and they exchanged lips after he expressed his thanks for Lulu's sake. Maxie told Spinelli that Lulu still loved Dante and that she wanted to be with him before she lapsed into a coma. Maxie never told Dante about it, so Spinelli pressured her to keep it that way because they weren't sure if Lulu would awaken. Jordan Ashford met Isaiah Gannon at Bobby's after a run and discovered that he had consented to perform Lulu's surgery. Although Lulu's chances were slim, Jordan had overcome the odds by undergoing a kidney transplant when things looked dismal. Jordan hoped that Isaiah could do another miracle. Holly Sutton stated in Anna Devane's office that she had withheld a daughter from Robert Scorpio and that Anna had no right to blame her for hiding Robin Scorpio. Anna stated that Robin was only 5 years old when the secret was revealed, thus it couldn't be compared to Holly's decades of deception. Holly revealed that she finally came clean since Sasha Gilmore Corbin had a love relationship with her cousin, Cody Bell. Anna insisted that Holly leave town due to all of the trouble she had caused. Holly stomped off and ended up in Sonny's office, where she planned to pitch a business idea. Back with Anna, she received an alert on her computer that Jen Sidwell had been spotted at the Miami airport. General Hospital spoilers indicate that Sidwell will undoubtedly unleash some Port Charles mayhem soon, so stay tuned. Portia's greatest fears have come true at General Hospital. Heather's sentence was vacated in the soap's October 22nd episode, and the hook killer is free. On the one hand, there should be no reason for concern. Cobalt poisoning, which has since been rectified, forced Scotty's former flame to embark on a murderous rampage that killed Britt, Trina's boyfriend Rory, Sasha's husband Brando, and others. On the other hand, Heather was a threat to society long before her hip repair. Longtime fans may recall her selling her own kid on the black market, giving away one of cousin Susan's twins, murdering Ross Duncan and Maggie Worth, and attempting to kill Edward Quartermaine. So, if Heather isn't going to continue serving time for her crimes as the Hook Killer, there are plenty of others that should land her in prison for a dozen lifetimes. So, what will Franco and Esme's mother do now that she is free? It's unlikely that Terry will recruit her as a candy striper. She won't be welcome in Port Charles. Perhaps that is why son Steve is scheduled to return to the scene. Perhaps he will take pity on Heather and whisk her away to a new life somewhere she isn't as well known. General Hospital spoilers for Wednesday, October 23rd, state that Curtis Ashford will be furious over Heather Weber's release, which will take effect tomorrow now that her sentence has been vacated. After blaming Rick Lansing, Curtis will make a pledge to Portia Robinson. Curtis appears to promise to protect their family from Heather and prevent her from wreaking further havoc. Trina Robinson will also rely on Giovanni Gio Palmieri as she tries to process this upsetting news. Jocelyn Jacks will be disturbed up by Rick's updates as well, so she'll vent to Dex Heller for comfort. Molly Lansing Davis will slam Rick for supporting Heather and finally letting her off the hook. Molly will believe Rick should abandon Ava Jerome's case before causing any more trouble, but he will argue he cannot. Rick believes that the only way to find closure is for Molly to understand that Christina Corinthos Davis' fall was an accident, thus he will forward with his plan to clear Ava in court. At GH, Isaiah Gannon will issue a caution to Lucas Jones, who consented to perform Sam McCall's surgery despite their family connection and the emotional issues that could arise. If your sister has a shot in hell of making it through this, she's going to need me, Isaiah says Lucas in Wednesday's preview video. Across town, Sonny Corinthos will believe Holly Sutton is in jeopardy and will be unwilling to do business with her regarding the stolen jewels. Whatever Sonny decides, further difficulties are on the way now that Jen Sidwell has been spotted in Miami. Sidwell is certainly on his way to Port Charles, so Anna Devane will grill Holly and tell her to stop lying for once. Today on General Hospital, Anna tells Holly to leave town, Nina warns Ava about Rick, Sam begs Lucas to perform her surgery, and Sidwell arrives in Miami. The Ashfords and friends meet at the Savoy to celebrate and say goodbye to Marshall before he embarks on a tour with Wynton Marsalis. Curtis delivers a speech about his father, and everyone toasts to him. Joss and Dex take a table, and Joss believes they owe Trina for inviting them to dinner because they've both been really busy. They talk about Alexis' acquittal, which makes Joss pleased because it means her mother won't have to spend time with Sonny. Dex believes it's unusual that that gun turned up. Joss doesn't want to think about it anymore since she realizes it isn't her responsibility to ensure Sonny faces justice. Molly and TJ are sitting at another table when Molly receives a text from her mother informing her of Sam's operation time in the morning. TJ doesn't mind if she visits her, but she believes Sam will not want to see her, and she wants to be there for him and Marshall. Trina shows Gio around, as Curtis and Portia express their pride in Marshall. They intend to visit him shortly to watch him perform. Later, Stella checks in on Portia, who says she is still concerned about the Heather problem. Stella reminds her that it is out of her control, so don't allow it prevent her from spending time with her family. Marshall checks in with TJ and Molly and is pleased to see them together. He also advises them not to let what happened deter them from trying for another child, and that they will be excellent parents. Molly hurriedly excuses herself and headed for the bar. TJ joins her, and Molly admits that trying to think about other things isn't going so well. She also wonders why she has not heard from her father. Dante stops into Sonny's office and informs his father that Sam is Lulu's donor. Dante believes Scout, Danny, and Rocco have already become close, and this will bring them even closer. However, he confesses that it is happening and expresses concern that Lulu will not make it. Sonny knows he's ready for the worst, but Dante should hope for the best. Sonny claims Lulu is a warrior. Dante reflects on what may have been if not for the coma. However, Sam unexpectedly snuck up on him. He claims he loves Sam more than he ever imagined possible. Rick and Ava have coffee at the town's new cafe. Following all of their practices, she is confident in her ability to testify. Rick claims she only needs to maintain her poise and can be compelling when she wants to be. Ava understands his role is to defend his client, guilty or not, and wonders if he believes it was an accident. Rick claims he would not have taken her case unless he believed it was not an accident. Ava inquires about Molly's reaction to his defense of her. Rick thinks Molly is unhappy and that she must understand that Christina's fault was an accident in order to move on with her life. Ava says Rick is a nice parent. He laughs at the idea that most people would disagree. Ava claims people say the same about her, but she adores her kid with all her heart. Rick receives a call and moves aside to take it. Ava reapplies her lipstick as Rick returns. He appears frightened and tells her that he paid the bill but needs to leave to take care of something. Nina soon joins Ava. Ava praises her for coming because she was not ready to finish the night. She mentions that she just met with Rick and is glad to have him on her side. Nina reminds her that Rick values money more than anything else, and she recalls Rick attempting to steal her money and dump her in the loony bin. Ava claims that people can change and that they are living proof of this. Ava screams his praises, and Nina exclaims, "Ava, you are interested in Rick, no?" Nina warns her to learn from her past mistakes with men like Rick. Ava guesses she's referring to Kate's, but Nina is thinking of Nicholas. Ava declares that her relationship with Nicholas has ended. Nina claims it is the same for her and Sonny, but that doesn't make it any less lonely. She urges her not to get entangled with anything flashy and fresh. Rick simply loves himself and money, expecting anything else would lead to disaster. Liz visits Sam in the hospital, where he is lying in bed and using her tablet. Felicia soon appears as her patient advocate, and she wants to ensure that she is not pressured into making this decision. Sam says she's okay, and Lucas plans to stop by and go over everything with her. Maxie and Spinelli race in with balloons, and Maxie embraces Sam and expresses gratitude for her efforts. Sam asks Maxie a favor: if her sisters show up, run interference. Maxie swears she's on it. Lucas approaches and embraces his sister. He also says hello to everyone. Felicia tells Maxie and Spinelli that Sam needs to rest, so they hug her and go. Alone, Lucas inquires whether Sam requires anything or has any questions. Sam has no queries. Lucas says Dr. Comstock will see her to discuss the operation. Sam believed he was doing it, but Lucas is unable to do surgery on a cousin. Sam wants him because he's the best. After she twists his arm, he agrees to perform the procedure, saying that he is confident she can sign waivers for the hospital. As Maxie and Spinelli go through the corridors, Maxie finds it strange that Sam will be the one to save Lulu. She admits that before going into the coma, Lulu told her that she was ending her relationship with Dustin because she wanted to be with Dante. Spinelli is astounded that she never informed him. She claims she never told anyone, including Dante. Spinelli suggests she should just leave it to fate at this point, because they don't know if Lulu will wake up. Rick arrives at the nurse's station and tells Liz he needs to speak with her about something serious. Liz inquires, "What have you done now?" Rick says he just heard that Heather's sentence has been vacated, and she will be released tomorrow. He does not believe Heather poses a threat, but he did not anticipate this conclusion. He acknowledges he needs to tell Molly and the Ashfords and invites her to join him at the Savoy. She tells him it's all on him. Later, Liz informs Terry that Portia is likely to require their assistance in the following weeks. Dante came to meet Sam and expresses his gratitude that she is doing this. She tells him to kiss her, and they do. Back at the Savoy, Portia compliments Curtis on his great speech. Trina introduces Gio to Marshall. They discuss music, and Marshall encourages Trina to pursue her musical talents and train her voice. Stella stops by the bar to check on Molly. Molly reveals that she struggles to breathe at times, so Stella encourages her to tell TJ how she feels and listen to how he feels. It is the only way they can have a future together. Later, Marshall advises Gio, Trina, Joss, and Dex to be kind to one another and pursue their aspirations. Trina tells her grandfather that she loves him and will miss him. Stella tells Marshall that they had to leave or he will miss his flight. Marshall hugs TJ goodbye and gives Curtis a glance. He yells goodbye to everyone and leaves with Stella. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, so please don't forget to subscribe my channel and don't miss any update.